Did you see that?
All right, y'all, it's Big Daniel with Import Life. We got Mike here, who came all the way down from up north, Northern California. How was the drive?
It was my first time with a trailer, so it's my first time ever towing with a trailer.
Any wobbles? Any?
Nah, it was cool. I drove the Escalade, so it was like, yeah, well, you know, Full didn't have an issue, no overheating or nothing. So
now, from those that watch you, they know you have multiple cars. You have your SC, you have this, you have a couple Z's, you have your notchback.
Yeah.
What made you bring this one?
I mean, realistically, it's the only one that's pretty much done and ready. So I had just put the hydro and everything in here, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna come out and test this. I didn't bring the LSA 350 because it's like I knew I'd need a handbrake out here, and stock handbrake on that car wouldn't work too well with the 19s on it. So as far as like this track goes, I felt like this would be probably like the best prepared car for this layout. It's like
how long you been drifting for?
Like forever, so be like sucking like yesterday.
Okay, well, let me ask, how long you been drifting on the track for?
I've been my very first time drifting, like my first track day was at Thunder Hill, so my first track day was on the track, other than like the street stuff I was doing.
For those that don't know about California, Northern California is actually the one that started
sideshows,
the whole sideshows, which later on, whether some people like it or not, became takeovers. But at any given intersection, stop sign up north, you're gonna see some cars spinning. If not, look at the ground, you'll see the tires.
Yeah, it wasn't. And back in the day, the sideshow wasn't like, all right, it was more of like, you go to rival like drug territories, you do donuts, make the spot hot because people will call the police will come, and then potential buyers will have to go somewhere else to buy, you know, whatever they was buying. So that's how the donuts in the intersection started. And then, you know, people started building cleaner cars. It became more like a car show. It was like a stunt type car show where people will have nice like old schools and stuff out. They'll bring those out, you know, block the intersections and everything, and then people would just have parties, show off cars, and do donuts. But that's how it started. The whole sideshow thing. That was literally, that's why it's called a sideshow.
Yeah, I've been born and raised in California. First time I heard that story.
Yeah, that's how it started.
Never knew. Hey, go to your rival territory, get the block hot, take off.
Yeah, that's exactly how it started.
So for those, anything you want to say? Don't get shot now. So, for those that want to get into drifting, in your opinion, name like the top 3 platforms that are very good, whether it be the Z's, BMW, whether it be your Mustang.
Well, for somebody that's first getting into it, I would say the best bang for buck easily is the 350Z. They have enough power out the box. They come with LSDs. You know, realistically, all you need for a 350Z is coilovers, and you'll be able to slide it. So 350Z is probably the cheapest. The most famous would be a 240, but now those are priced out of most people's budget to get. So I always recommend anybody starting, I always say 350Z. That's gonna be the cheapest and easiest bang for buck to do.
And just to be clear, stick, not automatic.
Yeah, not auto. But you know, he's out here in a Mustang. Just now, like, you know, even these are getting a little bit more expensive. Plus, it's a different type of driving with these. Now you can finally get an angle kit for them, whereas before when drifting first came out, you didn't have the option for angle. So that was the biggest limiting factor on Foxes, that just didn't have enough steering angle. But now, you know, it's a platform that works relatively well. It already has, you know, torque to do whatever. You throw some heads and cam on it, you can do like a junkyard build. And like, this little car's been running for forever. I'm broken. He out here still running. He done went through 3 sets of tires. I'm still on the first set.
That was another question. Well, let me get to this. Okay, so now that you said that the 350s is pretty much an easier platform if you want to get started, what are the common misconceptions that people do when trying to drift? Like, what are some of the things that you want to take care of? You're talking about coilovers. What about turbos? What about superchargers?
You don't need 350Z factory to come with like 270 horsepower. That's more than enough for drifting. Like I used to drift with a single cam 240. That thing had probably 140 horsepower at the flywheel. So drifting it's not about power at all. Like power obviously helps, but I think starting with a lower power car honestly helps you like figure out your line. Like a lower power car, you have to have a proper line, but with power, you mess up and go off that line. You can use the power to get back on that line. Whereas if you lose that momentum off that line on lower power cars, like you kind of stuck. You know, you gotta.
So pretty much for those that want to get started, you don't need a lot of horsepower. Sometimes baby step into it.
People drift Corollas, man.
Yeah.
100 horsepower cars, so it's not drifting ain't about power at all.
Now, when you're talking about the tires, let's say you don't have a tire sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say your tires are going bald. Would you suggest to start off with that? Because how quickly can you go through a set of tires, and how much does that usually cost?
It really depends on the driver. Like a newer driver isn't gonna go through as many sets of tires because you know it's gonna be a lot of spinning out, figure out process. So for somebody that's new, I would recommend just whatever they can get. And then as you add more power to your car, you obviously gonna want a lot more rear grip. A lot of people have a misconception like for drifting you don't want rear grip when that's not true. You really need rear grip. That's what pushes the car forward and stuff like that. So
you don't really need a lot of tires that are very sticky because you kind of want it to slide.
Well, when you first start with no power, but when you got power, you are gonna want to stick your tire. Like that 240 over there, he's probably on like an R compound. There you go. Wait, hold up. It didn't go down. So pro drivers, they literally have like there's pro drivers that have cars that literally will do 10 seconds in the drag strip on the exact same drift specs that they have. So the tires are sticky. It's just once you get the power to spin that amount, it's like then you need that grip. But if you just start, you don't need that grip. What's up, my boy? How's it going? Mr. Booty Hustlers.
Booty Hustler.
Man, you got
hello.
Free bills.
Hey.
This is Black Excellence, y'all.
Yeah. Oh,
Good
Gary,
morning.
they already know.
indeed.
I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
know my man Gary.
Oh man.
I'm trying to drive too.
What happened?
Which part?
How much time you got?
Not enough. The car good though?
Yeah, I mean for the most part, I'm just trying to burp it. This thing keeps overheating on me.
You gotta do that thing where you tilt it up in the car.
Nah, that's why I got this little thing.
Damn.
Hit the tire stack. I blew my diffuser off. My front lip is gone. My side skirt hanging.
Welcome to Apple Valley.
This track is hard. It's not easy.
Hey,
No, this track is not no at all. This track is hard.
Now, from that conversation, you heard all the things that went wrong. The car to start with, to start drifting, it might not be something that is a show car, maybe nothing nice.
Oh, definitely not 300ZX. It's probably like one of the hardest cars to slide. The wheelbase is hella short, not much angle. Boy, you would have failed, I would have laughed at you.
Right?
I almost scrubbed. Not today. But yeah, short wheelbase. This car doesn't have an angle kit on it or anything. It has like a rack spacer, that's it. So, I mean, it has slightly more angle, but it's not enough to really, like I feel like this thing probably maybe has almost stock 350Z angle, if that. Probably still not even 350Z angle.
Oh. All right, so he told us about what car to start with, certain things that you should try to do and try to stay away from. But if somebody wants to start, he himself is giving you the endorsement of not doing it on the street. You don't want to get no tickets. So if somebody wants to start, do you suggest they go to a class, go to an empty parking lot? Where would somebody want to?
I would literally, the easiest spot, man, is empty industrial area. The first thing you want to do is learn how to do donuts. That's the easiest thing. Learn how to do donuts, go in both directions. Then practice your donuts going wider. Then after that, practice figure eights. Figure eights will give you an idea on how to catch the transitions when body roll and stuff happens. Then you like, all right, cool. Once you get the basic essentials, you can go wide and doing figure eights wide. Then it's like at that point, you really just got to figure out how to run a line.
Cool.
So, you know, it's.
Is it expensive?
It
Is it
depends on
fun?
it depends
It
on how
looks
crazy
good?
you get in it.
Well, I just mean, is it expensive outside of, you know, the modifications, but the repairing, the replacing?
No,
things
stock
breaking?
350Z ain't gonna break. Get a stock 350Z, put some 18s on it, air the tires up to like 38, 40 pounds, and just go. Just don't put heavy wheels on it. You put heavy wheels on it, LSD ain't gonna lock. You ain't gonna have the power to keep them spun. So, you know, you wanna keep the combo light as possible in the rear, not as sticky, and then just go from there. So that's really it. Like I said, once you get comfortable with it, then you start adding, you know, a little bit more power and stuff to it. So I'll always recommend people to start from a lower power car.
All right. So now, on to something else. Should I tell them? Okay, yeah, I will. So, you are about to be the nominated king of up north in the 2J world. Your SC's coming out. I know it's still maybe a little bit away from being fully built. People that have been watching your channel, you just got the under the hood painted. It looks good, but you're gonna be pushing 4 digits.
Yeah. Yep.
First time ever.
Yep, it's my first 4-digit car. So we've seen my tuner came down, tuned a couple cars. Same turbo as mine, probably like smaller cams. They all made 4 digits. So, well, realistically, this car should be easily over 1,000. Like for sure, there's no doubt that it's not gonna crack 4 digits. We just don't know how far above 4 we're gonna go.
The horsepower's there. Do you know what you want to do with the car? Do you want to have it be a clean street car? Do you want
street car? Everything is a street car.
Yeah.
Every single car I build is a street car. I have no track specific cars. Like I drive this on the street. I was driving this around before I brought it here. 350Z, I drive that around. Took it to the track, did the gender reveal in it. My SC, I've actually drifted it, took it to the drag strip. So I like to build purpose-built cars.
Now, when you say street car, do you mean street legal, or is there going to be music in it?
We're in California. You can put an intake on the car that won't be legal no more. So
True.
That street legal term in California is loosely.
So is listening to the sound of your own motor music, or have you already gotten past?
I got full subs, everything in the SC.
Oh.
The SC got a double in, crossovers, everything.
All right.
With the surge tank in the back, so you know, even this still has a Bose system. I just haven't put the deck back in.
So, what you don't know is you're actually gonna be seeing a lot of me, because I go up north all the time. I have a GS 300 that is gonna be busting a lot of people's and low key, I'm kind of coming for you.
Get in line.
All right.
I'm ready. Get it done. Get in line.
Now, I will say that
you better make more than, you better do a lot deep into the 4 digits of that heavy car.
we doing that.
Better be gutted.
No, full car, full interior, subs in the back, amps, air conditioning, door panels, but I will be up in the 4 digits. Now, I have a GS 300. The SC was my second pick and kind of first one. So you have the car that I would have gone crazy with. But there really is no beat because it's Lexus gang. You're up north, I'm down here. But I'm gonna make a trip up there.
It's always, no matter what, it's always gonna be somebody faster. Always. No.
But this is documented right now. I'm gonna be up north, I'm gonna see you. Yeah, we're gonna see what it do. Well, definitely. Last thing, is there anything else you wanna tell the viewers and subscribers? Anything else you wanna add that you feel you left?
No, whatever you're doing, just be safe, man. It's all about having fun. At the end of the day, everything's, all replaceable. If you're trying to get into drifting, I can promise you are going to crash. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You're gonna bap your shit. That's just part of the game. I've been drifting for hella years and I still went into the wall. So it's not a matter of if I'm gonna crash, it's just a matter of when. You can't be 100% perfect all the time.
Yeah, that's why you see a lot of people that don't have bumpers either because they crashed or they took them off because they know they're about to crash.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
I don't believe in that though. I gotta keep everything on. If I lose something, it got left on track or something. Other than that, my side skirt, I'm like, no, we bolting that thing back on.
All right, well, tell everybody how to follow you, how to find you.
If you on Instagram, it's Mike. It's _ Mike. Second Mike is with a Y, MYKE. Same thing on YouTube. Just type in Mike on YouTube. You can pull me up there.
Cool. Appreciate you.
It's good.
Indeed.
Thank you, bro.
Hey guys, it's Big Daniel. Thanks for checking out the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. And also make sure you follow me on IG at Import Life Media. And remember, life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. Stay blessed.